COVID test fears and healing global karma. So welcome to this public sharing, welcome to this video. Here we analyze the past and the present to give a reliable prognosis on the future. With this episode of COVID this year 2020, we are all faced with our worst fears. It is, in other words, like a big stress test to face the fear of dying, the fear of missing out, economic fears, fears for our loved one, our parents, our children. In 5 words, the fears of the future. Fear is no more than misconception than with the will to be believed. Please mentally repeat it. So to completely cure this, we must first immerse ourselves completely in this misconception. And naturally, when we have a great fear, we go there groping. We try to skew and turn the way, and rather than go into the heart of our field. So it's normal, however, because 2020 is really the big year to face all these misconceptions, and it will go in a crescendo way. So I can only encourage you who subscribe to this channel to go right now to the heart of your misconceptions with an immense courage. And yes, I know, say like that, it's not very fun to encourage you to subscribe to this channel, but if you are here by chance, it's a real change, and at least it's efficient, and it can save you a lot of time before the end of this year. So this is the key to move faster to a better world, more serene, and afterward being in a behind our deepest fears, there is an Eldorado, a golden age, and the universe is kind as long as we let it be, as long as we let him do. So you are afraid for your health, please change your daily life, your diet, improve your sleep and your good practice. If you are scared economically, refocus please yourself on your potential and your pleasure and build yourself business, for example. If you are socially afraid, change your environment and provoke new encounters. I have been working on all this with my personal tool for years in a KAIZEN mode, which means continuous improvement in Japanese KAIZEN. And in 2020, in this double judgment, it's an accelerated passage to our next world. And since last January, I gather all my best tools, all my best tips in a private sharing towards the maximum of my contemporary in this transition. It is very simple, it's huge, and we put the link here and also in the description of this video. And now I want to look everything with you, because everything is in everything, and what happened in us also play out at a country level. You look then to a chronic problem and you observe the phase of maximum tension now in 2020, which correspond to our collective fears, and then you can calmly anticipate the end of 2020 once this collective existential crisis has passed. An entire program really for all of us. I give you an example with some countries by reasoning with you in this video, for example, at a global level. So come with me. Now we see France, my country. 1. Fears of the crisis is revolution and the shift of power. 2. The fear anniversary in 2020, the stress test, is a soft revolution now, because last one was with a lot of horrible thing, and now for 3, the objective of the healing for France is peace and good living, cultural influence, creation, joy, lightness, good management of the energy. And France is really the symbolism of love. This is the healing in course. For Libano now, first, The fears and crises is war, invasion, intrusive external influence. 2. The fear anniversary 2020, the stress test, is explosion, devastation, drama for population. 3. Objective of healing is lasting peace, the famous cedar from Lebanon, sweetness of life in the Mediterranean Sea, really the symbolism of judgment. And now we can go further together because now you understand better. So for example, for Mauritius as Iceland, the fears and the crisis is isolation, to be very far away. A loot Iceland, denatured extension of the dodo, if you know Mauritius, the first animal extension because of man. Now in 2020, so 2, the anniversary fear, the stress test, is the lockdown, the block tourism, the closed border and the oil spill. And what is the objective? 3 of healing is driving out looters and to preserve the ecology of the island with tourism that respects the resources. For example, Bali is in a similar karma than Mauritius, with in additional a strong cultural and spiritual aspect. I am not going to do all the countries here, of course, but you understood the principle and you can adapt to your country. But just to finish, let's go to United States, because United States this year it's huge. So first, the fears. The fears is the fears of crisis, conquering hostile territory, the cowboy and the Indian massacre, black slavery. 2, what is the fear anniversary, the big stress test, the big election, is the war between 2 camps, US war of independence, and Trump now and his opponent are in the same anniversary, which with manipulative civil, a lot of things that can healing, because the healing objective, 3 for United States, is to bring at an international level a big new way to walk and to be together between white, black, Hispanic, all together. And this is really to be hypersynthetic, because when I put the material in your hand, and then it gives you the assurance that the healing is hidden just behind your fears, just behind the stress test. So if you remember, for example, what happened in your life in 2012, 2013, it is now coming up in 2020, and this is the end point. It is easier. The only concern is that you can be a little at the end of your nerves. So go through this fear, reinforce your construction, and complete your healing process now. This is really the time to boost your healing. To get info, you have my private sharing here, so take information, because we all need to encourage each other collectively in this narrow passage. Everything is much better on the other side in 2021 if you can access it quickly, but this healing needs to be complete now. So I put you just here to change the jingle. I put you a little video that is also a healing video and presenting my private sharing, and like, share, and see you just after.
You can't wait on other people to be what you've been called to be. You can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dream just because somebody in your life won't chase it with you. You can't stop believing in yourself just because somebody in your life won't believe in you. You can't stop chasing the dreams of your life just because when you do it, you're going to have to do it all by yourself.
it is full joy and we feel better. And if we all do that, we accelerate a true healing. So thank you for staying until the end, really. Take in for my private sharing if it speaks to you. And there is really at the end of this private sharing a huge bonus that literally propels you into the new world. Also, here my Instagram, you can follow me too. Bye, see you in another video.